Hello, good afternoon, everybody. How are you? We're busy on YouTube already, aren't we? Who we've got there? We've got Megan, hi, Denise, Mary, Shelley, Brownie, hi, Debbie. Having a very good day today. Thank you. Been shopping with a rep over here for some new fabric, I have to say. Hello, Margaret and Anne. Is it rain? Oh, it's like a summer's day here. It's bizarre. Sharon Patrice, hello. And Hassana is in Porto Velata. Where's that? Not heard of that one. Hello, Linda, Michaela, and Donna. And on Facebook, we have in the house Tracy Anne and Ginny and Lorraine and Jackie and Linda and Cheryl. Hello, everybody. Hi, Anne and Mary. I'm very good, thank you. Cold and windy and sharp. It's walking the dog with no coat on weather today. Hi, Bev. Hi, Joy. Sorry, I'm missing people, I know, but there's so many of you. Oh, hi, Claire, Lynette, and Pamela, Amanda, Jackie. Sorry, I'm scrolling down. Kirsty's finishing a top this afternoon. Hi, Hassana in Mexico. Hello to you. Hello, Julie. Stephanie's in Canada. Janet's in New York. Hello, Sarah. Oh, I could spend an hour doing this. Saladito, says Mariah. Cold in Musselburgh. Oh, Olive, hello, good morning, Olive. It's good afternoon for us. Who's congratulations? I missed that one. Linda says congratulations. I'm scrolling back because somebody's had exciting news, and I like to keep up on exciting. I've missed the exciting news. Can somebody tell me what the exciting news was? Hi, Ginny. And everyone's saying congratulations to Caroline, and I missed it. But congratulations, Caroline. I don't know why. Sue says congratulations as well. Hello, Stephanie and Bista. Afternoon, Bonnie. Hi, Linda. Debbie's making a rangy patchwork. Is that raggy? Patchwork flannel baby quilt. Lovely. I've got some new fabrics to show you, and we're going to be making a little Easter gift, but I'm not showing you what it is yet. It's in here. Well, we're making the bag, but we're making decorating what's inside as well. New York Beauty. Oh, lovely. Jilly's making that up. I have been teasing you with this for a long time, and we've actually got it on the website brand new for you today. It's been really busy already, but we do have some left. We have the complete 15-piece collection of the Lewis and Irene Bluebell Woods, and it is, if I had to choose, I couldn't. Now, we've put together the whole collection with a meter free, or of course you can buy those individually. Shall I show you? You can buy them individually as well if you wanted to, but look at these. Honestly, every single one of them, I just adore them. When we were at Stitchers last week, me and Kim went through so many catalogues from Lewis and Irene, and this is, just move that out of the way, this is the one that we both went, that was noisy, wasn't it? Sorry about that. This is the one that we both went, that's the one, we've got to have this one. And they all go together really well. So if you're a quilter and you want the whole 15 pieces, remember you're getting 13% off, and do remember your 10% discount. If you're a half yard club member, you'll have 10% discount on top of the 13% discount if you go for the complete 15 piece. That's going to make a really lovely quilt for somebody. It is gorgeous, isn't it? My daisy. But again, they are available individually. I love this one. I'm not going to take you through all 15 individually. I'm going to pick out my favourites. And I do need to look these up. This one is Bluebell Wood on dark blue. I love that. Oh, and the hedgehogs on sage, hedgehogs on cream, and then hedgehogs on, I can't remember what that colour's called. And then these ones are called lavender floral, so lavender floral sage. There's the hedgehogs again. These are the bluebells. The bluebells are, if you have a look on the website and go to new, they're all there as soon as you go on. Love the colours though, aren't they? They're beautiful. And of course it's Lewis and Irene, so the quality is just, I mean, look how pretty that is. The quality of the fabric is wonderful, but it's the quality of the print as well. Lots and lots of colours. The more colours you have in a fabric, the more expensive they normally are. And very, very fine detailing on these as well. And there's so many colours you can pick out of. I mean, they do match with Lewis and Irene's own blenders, but of course, if you wanted to add your own pale blues or lemons or white, or there's just so many beautiful colours in there. But aren't they just gorgeous? If I was going to go for a couple, I'd kind of go for one of the woodland, and then maybe one of the bluebells to match. So those two go really, really well together. And I haven't put any plains in here because I don't think it needs them. I think the bluebells kind of are the plains, if you like. They kind of break it up. Messing this up now, aren't I? So if you go for the hedgehogs on cream, you've got the bluebells that go with those as well. But they go together. I mean, the whole lot go together. But if you just wanted to go for one or two, I mean, I know stretching to the whole 15 may be a little bit much for most of you, but oh my word, what an amazing collection you'd have. Those two, beautiful. We haven't paired these up on the website. Again, you can go for the whole 15-piece collection or just individually. It's up to you. But you do make, well, you get a metre free if you go for the whole lot. See, that one again goes so well with the sage. But I love these purpley colours and the midnight kind of colours. Look at those two together. And they're beautiful. But they also go with the sage. I'm messing all these up now, look. Had them all in order. Now look at me. But look at that on the cream background. That's kind of daytime and nighttime, isn't it, with those? And in fact, those two go really well together. Oh, now the big bundle. So you might have to have a think about that, but if you want it, we don't have too many of the bundles put together. Just FYI, just to let you know. But aren't they just amazing? If you want a close-up look at any of them, let me know. But I'm just thinking. Fourth, somebody, is that what it is? Sorry, I'm rabbiting away and I've missed the message again. Who's expecting her fourth baby? Well, congratulations. Yayote, hello. The minimum amount of material is 1/2 metre. So it's that size. So that's the smallest piece. That's 114 centimetres wide and 50 centimetres deep. So if that's all you wanted to order, and these are £7. But it's Lewis and Irene. Do you know, I'm not... I know a lot of designer brands have a better quality of fabric or a premium quality of fabric compared to others. And I think Lewis and Irene is one of those reliable fabrics that you just know whatever you buy with that name on, it's just going to feel amazing. The print is going to be such a lovely quality. It is premium. And we do a lot of premium cottons, but Lewis and Irene are quite new to us. So we're quite excited to be a certified Lewis and Irene stockists. Put food out for visitors. Yeah, Karen put food out for a hedgehog, but was visited by a fox. Oh, wonderful. Hello, Marion Drummonds. V-Dave. Oh, Joan, have you got the kit for the house? The doll house. That's if you're wondering, that is a Half Yard Sewing Club member project. It's going to be out on the 15th. So you need to be a member. You might have seen it on the website already, but we did put together some kits and we've sold out. I've sold out of the pre-order kits because it's been a lot busier than I was anticipating, to be honest, for that kit. So I'm getting questions now. As soon as it sells out, when are you getting it back? So we will be getting more kits in stock. It may not be exactly the same shade as the fabrics, the original ones, but we will get more kits in stock. But we've just got a lot of kits to send out at the moment. So I just wanted to wait until those have gone down a bit before I reorder. But if you're interested, let me know. And I'll be putting some more kits together for those. Mary says it's wet in Loch Lomond. Oh, it's glorious here. It's sunny. It's no coat weather. It's quite strange because yesterday morning it was icy. It's lovely, isn't it, Angie? I'm so proud to be able to bring you these. They're just gorgeous. Oh, Andrea, you got your doll's house kit quickly. That came through quickly, didn't it? Middle of making crumb hexagons. Lovely. And that's Debbie. Karen says, oh my, oh no, what they're playing at. Shocking, isn't it, in this day and age? Sally's in COVID isolation and having, is COVID isolation a full-blown COVID and you're not very well, or is it just feeling a bit under the weather, so I'm having to break away from everybody? Hopefully it's the latter. Jane's already got the blue wood in the dark shade. No, Carol, we haven't got fat quarters. In fact, I didn't see fat quarters for these at the show. We weren't offered fat quarters. I don't know if they do them. Hello, Chris Ann from New Orleans, waiting patiently for her order. No problem, Chris Ann. Oh, hi, Kath in Toronto. I know when Nancy in Colorado orders, she says it can take up to a couple of weeks to come through, so hopefully it's not going to be too long for you. Dashed off before, oh no, Carol, no, so we haven't got fat quarters, I'm afraid. Just the half meters. Adding to my fabric stash. Oh, right. Oh, that's the thing. Yes, the big. Oh, sorry, Cheryl Hubbard. I thought I recognised your name. The big bundle is 1/2 metre of each. Okay, which when you imagine 1/2 metre, that's it. That is the big bundle. That's everything that you get with 1/2 metre of each. So those are pre-cut. If you wanted to go for them individually, then you can order by the metre or by the 1/2 metre. So if you wanted a metre, you order one. 1/2 metre, order one. If you wanted a metre, order two, and they come joined up. But the big bundle is 1/2 metre already pre-cut bundles. Hello, Lisa. You all right? Oh, hi, Claire. I know. I should put a health warning on these amazing fabrics, shouldn't I? And I think I've answered that. So I'm really behind with your messages. Oh, Caroline, we've just been. I'll get words out in a minute. We've just been talking to one of our suppliers representatives who came over here with suitcases full of swatches of fabrics. And if you're making baby clothes, we have some amazing double gauzes coming in, some jerseys, like white jersey with tiny little apples and spotty toadstools. Oh, they're beautiful. So if you're making baby clothes, we're not going to be getting them in for a couple of weeks because that's how long they take. No, Lisa, I actually reset all the mics and I did that. Coordinated them all, and a very strange thing has happened. So the mic's fine now, tinniness has gone, I've collaborated them and all that kind of thing. But for what I'm going to be making today, I filmed a video this morning, and the strange thing is it's picking up my voice really, really well, but it's not picking up the sewing machine. So when I'm talking, you can't hear. It's a bit weird. See what you think when we start sewing later on. Let me know what you think about that one. Hello, Aurora in Milan. Watching on Sewing Street did try to get a message to you, but it wasn't sure. Oh, sorry, Stacey. We had so many messages. I mean, normally they're pretty good at getting things, getting the messages over. Nancy's doing a builder bag with a zipper pocket from a rucksack, turning out great, jolly good. I've got more. Sorry about this. I've just got so much to show you that can go there. Okay, we've got some fun and cheerful for you as well. These brand new, only got on the website today. So this one. So I need to look at what they're called. They're so new. I'm not familiar, don't you know? If we go on to the new section. Oh, I hope they're on. Oh, I may be, oh no, hang on. Oh, there we go. Colourful fruits in blue. And then we have colourful fruits in bright orange. They're so fun, aren't they? And again, they're all quality cottons. They're 100% cotton. We wouldn't bring you anything else. For Easter, look what we've got for you. The project I'm making today would look nice in that as well, actually. So this one is, so I'm on the next page. Oh gosh, we've got a lot of new, haven't we? Little Johnny digital cotton bunnies flowers on pale yellow. But look at him. They're so cute. And bunnies aren't just for Easter, you know. They're for all year round. Whereas in a double gauze is I'll show you when it, in fact, we've got some on the website already. It's very textural and it feels quite thick, but it's fine if that makes sense. But for baby clothes, it's perfect. The dollhouse kit is out of stock at the moment, Helen, because we had an awful lot more orders than I was expecting on the pre-orders. So we're trying to work our way through having the kits put together for those of you that have already ordered. They should be going out by the end of the week, hopefully. I can put some more on pre-order if you want them, but there's going to be a bit of a delay. You're not going to get them by the 15th when the project comes out because we've just got so many. And the kit includes, oh, thank you, Mary, everything that you need to make the house. It won't, let me show you. It won't be exactly the same because I couldn't source all of the fabrics. Basically, with this one, I made it for the secondary project for the Half Yard Sewing Club using my fabrics from home. And then people started saying, can we have a kit? I couldn't source all of the fabrics that I use, so I've done my best to source very similar. The yellow for the roof is the same. The pale pink spot is the same. You'll have a mint for the windows. You're going to have blue floral for the curtains. It includes the green felt and the brown felt for the trees, and you get a little bit extra if you want to put more trees on there. It includes the card to make this, and just to warn you, when it gets to you, the card is so stiff that you can't cut it with scissors. You're going to need something like a Stanley knife to cut it, right? So you've got 7 pieces of card, you've got your hair bungees, you've got your big buttons, there'll be 2 or 3 small buttons. They won't be exactly the same as mine because these are from my stash, but I've included a few small buttons for the flower in the door. There's the door fabric, some strips of fabric, in fact far too much, to make the bunting across here. When you open it up, there's the curtain fabric. The rug fabric will be different to this. The floor fabric is a mint spot, but it's slightly different to this, as close as I could get, but slightly different. Then you'll have the green and the path and the blue for the pond. And your H630, which is the wadding, and a packet of Bonder web for your applique. I think that's it. If you have a look on the description on the website, there's a big long list of everything that you get there. So it's not exactly the same, but it's only the applique that's going to be slightly different. On the white for the windows is in there as well. So yes, I was asked to make a kit. I wasn't expecting to make a kit, but I was asked, so I did. And then I put some more on pre-order, and now somebody's very busy making up kits for us. So yes, I can put more back in stock if you want them. Abstract fabric armchair straws in wood. Oh, thank you, Dawn. So yeah, just let me know. I shall. I'll keep an eye on your messages, but I will try and get what she'd done. What's Lisa got away with? Honestly, I'm not paying enough attention to your comments. Yes, says Helen. Okay. We've got a man bag on the Half Yard Club website, Denise. Is the bag over your left shoulder? Is that a bag over my left shoulder? That is next month's Half Yard Club project, which is a craft folder. I've got another colour here. So basically you've got net pockets on one side, zip pocket on the other side, and then it opens up. It's a folder. So these are all to keep pens in, so lots of compartments across there. And then this one has got 2 or 3 pockets depending on how you're going to make it. So this is going to be your main project. So there's a video for it. It's A4 or letters. What's America? UK A4 letter size, I think, in the States. It's a bit smaller than our A4, but it's big enough that if you plonked an A4 folder in there, obviously don't swing it around because it'd drop out, but it's that kind of size. So that's your main project, and that's the same as the blue one there with the cow faces on. So that's Half Yard Club members for next month. Bunnies can be... Oh, no, Lisa, you don't eat bunnies. Oh, and... I've asked Kim about that. She's trying to get hold of it. Jubilee fabric, yes, that was the Lewis and Irene. We will be getting more of that. Not feeling too good, is Dave. Oh, sorry. Will your band with Stuart Hillard from Sewing Street be called Arthur Brown? That did make me laugh. What were we talking about on I was on Sewing Street, which is a TV shopping channel on Sunday morning, and Stuart was the presenter, and he was saying that when he learned to sew at school, they were taught how to sew half a bra. So I wanted the whole bra because it was only learning the technique. So you only needed to sew half a bra, and then people were messaging in saying, "Well, I made half a pair of shorts." I said, "What's the point of that?" Thank you, Denise. It's a bit of respite, I think. Thank you for saying that. A thread box or folder, that's a good idea. I know you don't, Lisa. Doesn't eat meat, doesn't drink, doesn't swear, doesn't smoke. What do you do? Right, couple more, and then I've got something else to show you. We've got lemons. Oh, we have some new blenders as well. And some back in stock blenders too. That's the purple, so that's brand new, but we do have some back in stock. And this one is I love it. I'm just so happy. This is a bright pink polka dot. So we've had pink tiny spots before, but not the big ones, but we've got those as well. Thanks, Anne. Hello, Pennis in NH, USA, NH. Where's NH? Lisa does cats. Thanks, Cass. Yes, sometimes something just makes you laugh so much that you cry, doesn't it? And that was it for me. A gin to go with the lemons would be appreciated, Lois. Absolutely. But half a bra, Megan. Half a bra for a live project. I mean, did you have sewing lessons at school and have to make half for any? We didn't make half for anything when I was at school. We made full things. We didn't do half an apron or half a basket cover or half a blouse. Okay, that's all the fabric that we've got new. But we do have some other stuff that I wanted to show you. So for the first time, we've got eau de coat. Now, if you haven't seen this before, it's a gel. I'm not going to demonstrate it now. In fact, I've stuck the lid on that. That's it. It's a clear gel that laminates your fabric. It comes with its own spatula, and this is the difference that it makes. So that's obviously the poplin. This one has been laminated, so it's still quite fine. Now I've put 3 coats on here, which is what's recommended to make this waterproof. But it's not like oilcloth. It's not too thick and heavy. It's easy to sew through. It's just got a waterproof coating on it. So what you're going to do is to take a scoop with your spatula and spread it across the fabric. So it's quite economical because you can spread and then scrape off the extra and pop it back into the jar. What we got? Oh, yes, please.
It's hard.
Thing is that this mic is so insensitive, nobody can hear you talking now. Thank you. I know, it's bizarre.
Everything's frozen up at the house. Yeah, you're not on.
Am I not? Oh, okay. I think
right
we're all right down here.
Yeah.
Problems with internet down at the house. Yes, it is, Sarah. It's like waterproofing. Now, on the inside, I haven't dunked it, to be honest. So I haven't tested that, but I've heard such good reviews of this anyway that I'm sure that's the case, but I'll give it a test. But the way to set it, this is 3 coats. You can put 1 coat on it and it gives it a bit of a shine. 3 coats that take about half an hour or so to dry. They say that it's waterproof. And then to set it, you'll pop an iron over the top and put a pressing cloth on it. I actually put another piece of fabric on top. So put a pressing cloth on top and iron it without steam, and that sets it, and then that means it's washable as well. But it's not too shiny, glossy. Can you add the omega? You can, Sue, you can add it afterwards, but remember you're scraping. So if you've got something 3-dimensional, it might be a little bit difficult to actually scrape because you don't want to put too much on it and you don't want it to be lumpy. So it's easier when the fabric's flat just to spread it around, but nothing wrong with doing that afterwards. And in fact, if you wanted to make your product or your project waterproof, what I would do is to spread this onto the fabric first. And then when you've finished your project, spread a little bit just over the seams because it's only where the needle's been that means that it's not waterproof. but it has a nice finish to it. So things like placemats, wash bags, of course, and placemats to put your dog and cat bowls on, that kind of thing, where you can wipe it clean. But I like the way that it's not too glossy, it's not too shiny. So that's the difference between the two. That's kind of a before and an after. Can I use it on my 3-year-old's rucksack? That is a good idea, Anne, absolutely. Great for dog's coat. Yes, I think so too. Right, the other one I wanted to show you, I haven't actually brought the actual actual, that's a lot of actuals. I haven't brought the spray down with me to show you. So sorry about that. Let me just find it on the website. It's another Odif product, and it is called Fabric Booster. Now it's in a spray, so I didn't bring it down. Should have asked Gary. It's in a spray bottle about that big. It's 200 ml. And this one it's like a spray. It's not right. It is. Oh gosh. This is a spray that stiffens your fabric. Now it's not like starch. It's stiffer than starch. And in fact, it can make your fabric stiff enough that you can pass it through a printer, or you can put it onto a cutting machine. So that's my fabric without the spray, and that's my fabric with the spray. And it washes out when you're finished. So if you have got a fabric cutting machine, I don't know what they are. I don't use one. Scan and cut, that kind of thing. You won't need a carrier sheet when you use the stiffener. You lay it on, it says in the instructions to put it in a receptacle or a tray as big as your fabric. Now that's probably about the biggest size tray that I had, but you only spray it till it's really soaked. It's not like you bathe it in the product. So I think if you've got a worktop that's, not like the wood one I've got here, but if you've got a laminated worktop or something like that, if you lay it down flat, no matter how big your fabric is, and spray it till it's soaked, and then you can kind of wipe away all of the excess or scrape it off again, and then leave it to dry and let it dry flat, so you can hang it up to leave it to dry. And like I said, it ends up like that, so it's stiff. And it's recommended for embroidery machines as well. So it means that you don't have to put a stabiliser on the back of your fabric before it goes into your embroidery machine, because that is now spray stabilised, if you like. So it's quite a good product, isn't it? I've never seen it before, to be honest, but reading about it and trying it, I was quite impressed by that one. Glad you got it, Lisa. Lovely. Oh, Sharon, I don't know. How big an area does the pot cover? I would imagine quite a lot. That was about 5 squirts. It doesn't actually take very much. I don't remember seeing that on the instructions. Maybe if you go to the Odif website, Odif have a very good website. Odif are the company that do 505, 506, 606, 404, all of those kind of sprays. And I know with those sprays, when you go to the website, they explain in detail what everything is for and how to use it. So then, if you go to the Odif website, they must have an explanation of the amount that it does. Olive saw a similar product, the spray stuff, here a couple of years ago. I haven't seen anything like it before. Oh, Zell, pesky work. It's nice to have something different, isn't it? This is my daughter's fault. The spray stabiliser is called Odif Fabric Booster. If you go to the new in on the website, you'll see it on there. There's Odif Fabric Booster, and then Odif Fabric Coating Gel, which is the Odicoat. That's the one that makes things waterproof. Right. For my O-level sew, to sew one trouser pocket to the top section of half a pair of trousers. I'm just thinking, wouldn't it have been a good idea for half the class to sew the right-hand side and half the class to sew the left-hand side? So at least then you could join your half trousers together and have whole trousers. I mean, if you go to, it's difficult to make a bra, isn't it? Isn't it difficult? I've never made one, but I understand there's 16 separate pieces to a bra, so it's quite a complicated thing. So when you've gone to all of that trouble to make half a bra, what do you do with it if you don't make the whole thing? What would you? I mean, you can't wear it, because you could wear it, I suppose. Needle like Tasha taught us to run a sewing needle through your hair to get it to. Really? Oh, that's a bit risky. Running in your needle through your hair to help it go through material. Hi, Bonnie. Glenys still has all her fingers after sending the photos when I had a fight with my cut. Oh, Glenys. Oh, do be careful. Cricket machine. Yeah, I've never used a cricket machine, but yes, they're one of the fabric cutting machines, aren't they? Right. Quite difficult and intricate to make a bra. So I've never done it, Anne. It's probably easier to just buy one. Bluebell was gone. No, Janet, has it gone? Oh gosh. Wasn't expecting that so quickly. Yes, Janet, we will be getting more together. I was just saying I'll text my daughter, but she's driving home at the moment. Actually, they delivered very, very quickly. So I wonder if I can put some of those on pre-order for you. Would anybody interested in the complete 15-piece bundle of the Bluebell Woods if I put some on pre-order? I shall have a word with my daughter when I've finished here, because she's in charge of all of that. But yeah, that was the one of the collections that we ordered from the show on Sunday. So considering they wouldn't have been back in the office till Tuesday, they delivered on... When did they deliver? Thursday. They had a 2-day delivery, which was brilliant. Debbie says yes, please. Claire says yes, please. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Absolutely, we'll have some more kits put together. A big hello from Dubai, says Zenab. Right, okay. Would you be interested in any of their other ranges as well? So this is the thing, it's always a bit, it's like with the rep that came around today. We had so many new fabrics and different types of fabrics, so loads of jerseys coming through. But we were saying, we'll order one of that. And I mean, one is like 20 meters and one of that, and we'll try it. And then if it goes down well, we'll go for the lot. We'll go for the 100 meters and just get the lot. Because the last thing I want, Jackie says yes, please. Oh, okay, Maud wants to pre-order. Oh gosh, yeah, the last thing I want is a whole load of fabric in the warehouse because it takes up space for new stuff. The Bluebell. Who says that? Who says what is that? Sorry, I missed your order. Oh, Jeannie says what is the Bluebell kit? It's the oh, I put it down there and it's slipping. It's the Lewis and Irene 15-piece collection. I shan't go through them all now because it's sold out. But basically, it's 15 half meters of Lewis and Irene fabric. It's normally £7 a half meter, but if you went for the whole 15-piece collection, you get 2 pieces for free. You get a whole meter free, which is £14 saving, 13% discount, and if you're a half yard club member, you will still have your 10% discount on top of that. Lewis and Irene fabric discounted is unheard of, but that's what it is. Yeah, Megan, I heard. Yeah, I'll try and get some more, and I'll see if I can. I don't know where that came from. Get them on pre-order for you as well. Oh, send the extra my way. Nancy, you have got a warehouse, haven't you? The amount of fabric that we send over to you. Anyway, the width is 114 centimeters, 112 centimeters, sorry, which is 44 inches wide, Maud. Hello, Madeline. Pre-order for Kaylee. Oh, wow, okay. Right, that's going to keep us busy. Shall I show you what we're sewing? Because we're all going to do some sewing. This isn't Sally Telly, you know. We're all going to sew. They do all much. You're right, Lois. Can you ask about fat quarters in the new collection? Jean, I will ask. I didn't see them at the show, but I will ask. Definitely, yes. Easter egg bags with the bunny fabric. What, like this Easter egg bag? This is what we're going to make today. I have done a YouTube video. It will be uploaded directly after we've finished here. So it's just a little pouch. So really, really simple to make. But inside here, we have a bucket full of eggs, which is decorated with felt flowers. So we're going to make the felt flowers in 3 different styles. No dies, no patterns, no nothing needed. We're going to decorate that. I'm not going to give you those. And then we're going to make a little pouch. It took me ages to work this one out, you know, to get it to fit exactly. It's got a rectangular bottom, but it is a perfect size for these little buckets. And I think it's just a nice little gift, and it's quick and it's easy and it's an affordable gift to make as well. Michelle made pajamas at school. We had to make too big to allow for growing, but I didn't grow, so they're always too big. We do have some Rose and Hubble fabrics, Joe, on the website, I think, because they come from Preston. We haven't got any plans for Henry Glass at the moment, but we can certainly look into it. I know where those come from. Debbie's got buckets already. The buckets are on the website. Oh, hello, Chris. I'm first time live. Thank you very much. Okay, let's make these flowers first of all. The felt I'm using is from the felt bundle. Is it Spring on the website? And I can't remember what the bunny fabric's called. I think that was a Lewis and Irene one, wasn't it, from last week? And I'll need a blue. What should we do? Let's have a lilac one on this one. So again, 3 different ways to make up your flowers. So I'll have a yellow and a lilac and a blue, and then a little bit of green to make the leaves out of. You don't need very much of these. It's a nice idea, isn't it, Peggy? And I do say in the video that these are nice, by the way. It doesn't have to be Easter eggs. I think the colours lend itself to Easter, and certainly with the Easter fabric with the Easter eggs on it, but there's no reason why you couldn't do something similar for Mother's Day, for Christmas maybe. Do they, Karen? Didn't know that. That's not surprising. Choke hazards are under 4, so thank you for that. Thank you, Lorena. Same for me too. I'm going to leave that there just so you can see what we're doing. And I haven't put a drawstring or anything on that. It's really simple. Amanda, we've got them on the website. They sell them in pairs. I can't remember how much. And that just ties around the top like that. So that's how it fastens. We don't have tiny ribbon on the website, but we have got some very nice Easter ribbon. Okay. So let's do flower number 1, please, which is this one, but I'm going to do it in yellow this time. So I'm going to cut a strip of felt. This is 9 inches long across the 9-inch side, and that's going to be 2 inches wide. And this is enough to make 2 flowers. Doesn't have to be exact. Mother Nature certainly isn't when she created flowers. So don't worry, that's not a perfectly straight line. And then I'm going to fold this over. Oh, I'm going to cut it in half first because, as I said, that's enough to make 2 flowers. So fold this in half. Homemade candies would be nice. I read candles at first, Amanda, but actually candles would be a nice idea as well. Never made candles before. Right. And I'm going to snip into this with quite small snips. So up to about 1/4 of an inch or so from the edge, and quite narrow, maybe 1/8 of an inch, maybe a tiny bit more, but quite small snips, quite close together. And we're going to make like a fringe. You can see where this is going down, can't you? But this is a nice kind of thing to get the kids involved with as well. At least if you've got the grandchildren over in the Easter holidays, they'll be able to make these quite easily. Obviously sharp scissors, so you know, all of that. That'll do. Then I'm going to use a little bit of glue. So I've got my HT2. Hi Michaela, welcome along. A whole one. Lois, I am sure I could fit 4 of those in my mouth. I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the end. I'm not going to glue all the way down. I don't think it needs it. But let's wrap this over. And we're just going to roll. So occasionally I'm just going to put a blob of glue just to hold it in place. And this glue on the felt actually dries really quickly. But it's really strong. This is the HT2 glue, which we've got back in stock on the website now. So a bit more on there. They won't be the same length when you get to the end. The outer one will be a little bit shorter, but that's okay. So a little bit of glue there, a little bit of glue there, and I'm just going to put a little bit around the base just to hold all of the rest of the layers together. So by the time I come back to that, that's going to be, Lisa, that's going to be set. Okay, so then the second one, I'm going to use lilac. So this is going to be this one. Let's do this one next. So this time I'm going to cut a strip of felt about 1/2 inch, just over 1 centimetre. And of course you can make these any size you like. So you can do tiny weeny ones or larger ones. And this time I'm going to cut an arch around the top. And again, it doesn't matter if they're not all uniform in size. Some are wider than others. So I'm not measuring and marking or anything like that. We're just going to cut round like this and go all the way across, which on a YouTube video I can speed up because this is the dullest thing to watch. So I'll have a chat with you while I'm doing it. I'm all over the place actually, Rena. I'm in Lincolnshire at home at the moment, so I'm not too far from Stamford. And my office is in Shefford in Bedfordshire. That's where all the fabric and everything goes out from. That's where our little warehouse is. Right, so you can draw a line across here and cut around it if you like, but I don't think it really matters too much. And we're just going to roll this one up as well. Yeah, is that the bluebell? What? Yes, I will try and get more of those. Well, we will get more of those. That's it. We will get more of those. We should be placing an order. They'll be closed by the time we finish here, but we'll place the order tomorrow, which is Thursday. So hopefully by Monday we should be able to get more back in again. Decollage. That's a nice idea, Rosina. I don't have any decollage scissors, but you do them. You can get hold of those, can't you? That's a good idea. Is that glue any good on leather? Yes. Sarah needs to replay the strap on her hubby's man bag. Yes, absolutely. It's brilliant on leather. And I know that because I repaired a hole in my son's leather jacket with it. It's really, really strong. Right. That is a bin down there. I'm not just chucking stuff on the floor willy-nilly. Right, so let's roll this up. So do be aware that you've got some quite thin bits of felt there, so it will tear. So don't pull it too much. And every so often, a little bit of glue. Now, and Gary photographs from here, so all of our deliveries arrive here. I haven't told him, whoops, how much fabric we've ordered today. But I was saying to the rep, so how long before the fabric arrives? And he said probably be 2.5 weeks. I thought, right, need to make sure Gary's out on that day. Actually, he photographs everything anyway, so he knows what's here. We do take over the house somewhat. Like the delivery of fabric that we had last night, Kim's taken down to the office today. So everything delivered to home, photographed, and then shipped off down to the warehouse. Because we've got a nice little setup here for photography. You'll never know, Lisa. So that's that. And again, a little bit of glue on the end and a little bit of glue just to hold those and stop them coming undone. So don't plonk that down on the table that way because you're going to stick it to the table. And then the third one, which I'm going to do in the blue, I'll need to cut a circle about 2 inches round. Well, I can do that a little bit wavy actually. So again, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle, so a circle-ish, but if you wanted to measure, draw around a lid or something, then we could do that. And I've got a big boot in the car, and surprisingly a big boot for a little car like mine. Kim's got quite a big car, Gary's got a big car, so yeah, we don't need a van as yet. And I'm cutting round in a spiral, but kind of waving it, so I've got a wavy line. And just keep going, a little bit like apple peel as it comes off. And just keep going until you get to kind of a circular base bit like that. And then from the opposite end, we're going to roll it up. Lisa's got a bin like mine, it's called the floor. I do have a bin down here, honestly. It's just that it's got fabric on top of it at the moment. So a little bit of glue. Any more butterfly canvas? I've asked him if she can get hold of that, so I'm hoping so. And it's around there. And we're just going to wind this round, just like before. Just keep winding. Don't pull it and stretch it too tight, but just wind and wind and wind. Till we get to the end. Shan't be long, we'll be there in a minute. I'm putting glue almost all the way across this one actually, but hardly any, because I don't want the middle kind of popping out as I'm going. This is quite big actually, could have made that a bit smaller. Let's go around there. The smaller the circle you cut, the smaller the flower is going to be. But of course you can make these as big as you like. I'm only making diddy little flowers because they're going on a 2-inch bucket. Now when you get to the end, you've got a flat bit, so I can put a blob of glue right on there, and then that can tuck underneath and sit underneath and hold all of that in place. There we go. And then I'm just going to pick up my glue gun that I knocked on the floor earlier. Oh, excuse my back. Sure I've got glue in it, and I'm going to hot glue gun these onto the bucket. You have to sit still. No. Still not found the car key. Still not. I had a look again the other day when I was down at the office, but no, still no car key. Weird, isn't it? Right. Lisa has a cleaner. She's very posh, really, is Lisa. She doesn't like you to think she's posh, but she's very posh. Bucket I'm looking for. Now when you've done this and that's dry, you can kind of push the petals out a little bit, and the same on this one, so you can open it up. And that one I don't think needs it. I think that's quite big enough without opening up petals. So I'll just let that heat up a second. I've had dogs that would eat anything. I used to have English Bull Terrier. I love English Bull Terriers. So she's very posh. She talks like this, you know, does Lisa. And the one of them, it was a little rusty. He was a red and white one. I've fished needles out of the back of one of their throats before now. They will eat anything. And I was at the previous house we lived in. I was sewing in my little sewing room, and I heard this enormous bang, and he'd got a can of 505 spray and bitten into it, and it exploded. Thankfully, it exploded outwards, but his whole little face was just glue, and it was so sharp. Everything was sticky. It took me ages to get it off again. So yes, very posh, spicy Lisa. Yes, very aware of the dangers of stuff on the floor when you've got animals. That's getting cold. Are we hot? I think we're hot enough. So do be careful with your glue gun if you haven't used one before. They're very, very hot. So I'm going to put the yellow one on first because that's the biggest one. So a dollop, I should say, on the back of there, and that can go there. And again, you can kind of arrange these. And I've made before now complete wreaths. That would be nice for Easter actually. Might do that. An Easter wreath with all these different types of flowers. I mean, there's more styles of flowers that you can make. I just picked up 3 quite simple ones here. But they're so quick to make, and you can make as many as you like. And for me, it's quite unusual because there are no sew. So I've just popped 3 on there. I'm just going to one side of where the handle sits, I think looks nice. And then I'm going to cut out a couple of leaf shapes. So if you wanted to draw these onto the felt first, then feel free. But it's basically just 2 arches and you've got a leaf shape like that. And it doesn't matter if they're different sizes. Just cut those out. And then, don't you love picking off the strands of glue from a hot glue gun? One there, and one just underneath it. So we'll leave that to cool. I'll pick those off later. Could use a heat gun, but I like picking them personally. I just find it really satisfying. Do that later. And unglue my glue gun because they don't automatically switch off. Hi Helen, Bobbin is here and fast asleep, but I don't have a bob cam at the moment. But she's there. She's lovely. Right, let's do that. You could, Jackie, to make a really nice little Mother's Day gift. And the thing is, it doesn't cost very much. When we sell the buckets in pairs, can't remember how much they are. They're £2.90. I can't remember. think they're £2.99, they're not very much. And all you need are little tiny bits of felt, and they can be any colour that you like. So that's that decorated, so that's ready to fill up with whatever it is you want to put in them. So we need to make the gift bag. Whoop, oh, 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 oh. Oh, not those on the floor, she'll have those. I want to have chocolate. Let's put those there for now. Right, bath salts would be a nice idea as well. Chocs in the bucket. Yes, Amanda Bobbin is lovely. She's very well, thank you. The main, the bag, what have I done with my fabric? I haven't put it, here we go. I haven't put any interfacing on it. But, or stabiliser or anything like that, because I didn't think it needed it. So I've got all this fabric that I've just been showing you. I put over here right on top of the fabric that I need to make this with. And the ribbon, yep, that's down there as well somewhere. Just going to pop the iron on. Hot glue gun to make the flowers. You could do, Mandy, but just be careful. Yes, you could do, yeah, very easily. But because you're rolling this up quite close to your fingers, I'm just aware that that glue is incredibly hot, and it doesn't come out as too much of a fine nozzle. I found that's only a little glue gun, but it's quite a blob when it comes out. So I don't want you burning your fingers. Use tweezers. If you use tweezers to roll out the felt, yeah, use your glue gun. If you've got a glue gun but you haven't got this, don't rush out and buy this. You know, just use your glue gun. So yes, you can do. The bucket's into pin cushion. Yes, thinking about that. So if you put something heavy in the bottom, maybe some pebbles or something, and then hot glue gun to hold those in place so it's weighty, and then make a ball out of fabric and hot glue gun that in the top, that would, maybe I'll do that for a project. That'd be a nice idea, wouldn't it? And of course you can spray paint them as well. You don't have to have a white bucket. You can make them any colour that you like. And your rainbow butterfly cork that was on Sewing Street. No, I haven't got any plans for that at the moment, Linda, but I'll ask him to look into it. We use the same suppliers, so we could do that. Right, ironing board. I got a little distracted. I'm just going to iron this purely because it's creased, that's all. And I'm going to spray it because I've got one very big crease right down the middle, so hold the line. You and your son and everyone your opinions. Oh, so I haven't been reading all of those messages. Right, that's that. I'll leave that because for my irons get very hot as well. So I've cut out 2 pieces of fabric, one for the outer and one for the lining. And these measure 7 inches by 9.5 inches. I'm not sure what that is in centimetres, but when this goes on to YouTube, so the video for all of this will be on YouTube shortly after I've finished here. I just need to put the details in. Oh, I've cut that, look. I've done that. Oh, I've got a tip for you there. I'll put the all of the dimensions and the cutting instructions on YouTube in the description box. So if you're not in inches, then centimetres will be on YouTube. I've got a little tear in there. I don't know how that happened. I've obviously cut something on top of that. So I'm going to cut a very thin strip of the same fabric, and I'm going to put a patch on the back of it. And you'll never know that that's been mended. So just make sure when I turn that over that the edges match. And that's on the lining anyway, so that's not going to matter. So 9.5 inches, 7 inches. And I'm going to sew right sides together down the short edges like that. On the lining, I'll need to leave a turning gap of a couple of inches, 5 centimetres, just in the middle of the seam. Now this is going to be interesting. Let me know if you can hear my sewing machine. Because I was saying new mics and everything, I seem to be only picking up my voice and not picking up the machine, which is a little bit odd. I don't know whether it's odd in a good way or odd in a bad way. It was very strange to hear me talking but not hear me sewing. I'm just fighting with my foot pedal. I'll be back in a minute. There we go. So let's sew down the long side. There's my turning gap. And carry on. And the same on this piece. Tin foil sharpened scissors. Apparently, Julie, it does. That's a recommendation. I've tried it and it seems to work. And apparently it's a good idea for pinking shears as well. Because pinking shears can be, well, you have to send them to a specialist to be sharpened. So apparently it's supposed to work. You know, Lisa, I took the walking foot off because I thought, I'm not having that, it's too noisy. And I took it off this afternoon and I thought I'm going to put it back on again just to see. Went straight on, no problems. So it's only when you lot are watching, it takes me half an hour to do it. Oh, Karen says you have to cut up a lot of foil to be effective. Can you not hear? Can you hear the machine? Does it? How strange. Sounds like it's underwater, says Stephanie. Okay, so that's crease there. So I'm now going to open this out so that the seam is on top of that crease. So the seam sits right down the centre. And I'm just going to finger crease that seam open. Now, I don't know what's going on with the mic. I've never had that before, but as long as it doesn't interfere with your viewing, let's crease along that side. How strange. And again, just line that up so that the crease is straight down the middle. And just finger crease that open as well. So is it odd not hearing the sewing machine, or is it okay, do you think? Then I'm going to sew across the bottom of each one of those. So it did sound a little bit like I was doing a voiceover, like I wasn't really there. But I suppose we'll get used to it, won't we? Go straight across the bottom. Like that. Then I'll take my ruler. Couldn't find it. That's a box of buttons on the floor. And I'm going to mark a 1-inch box in each corner from the stitch line. So there's my stitch line. I'm not going right up to the edge. I'm going to mark a 1-inch box from there. And the same on this side. Same on the lining. So again, there's my stitches. So a 1-inch box from there. And here, then we'll cut those out. Elixir. You watch people on Zoom using a sewing machine, the microphone reduces the sewing machine noise. Maybe that's it. I've just not had this before, so these are the same mics that they use on the shopping channels, and you can hear their machines. Oh, I don't know. Right, then just like squaring off the base of a bag, we will open this up and sew straight across, and we need to do this on all 4 sides. Here we go again, quiet sewing machine. I'm not pressing the seam open on the bottom there. I've just put it to one side. I don't think it really matters that much. It would be nice for lavender. That's a good idea, Mary. You could embroider them maybe with some lavender flowers, obviously before you sew the whole thing together. And then the same for this one. So again, open up those side panels. I can understand how you feel. Oh, sorry, I wasn't talking to me. And then let's sew down this side. And across here. Maybe PJ, they do always talk, don't they? That's what it's all about, I suppose. Let's sew down there. And then turn the outside the right side out. and push out those points. And then the outside goes right sides together with the inside. So let's push that inside. So the lining's inside out, the outer is right side out. And I'm just going to push that inside and, oops, match up the seam. Time is it's 5 o'clock, so church bells, or the church clock should be gonging any minute now. It's always late. Wonder if you'll hear that. There you go. Can you hear? Not a bad thing if you can't hear the rain on the roof. Oh, then what I'm going to do here is to sew from the inside and just go all the way around the top. I'm not taking the free arm off because this is too small to go over the free arm. So let's wash that underneath there. Not worth pinning this because it's too small. By the time you've pinned it and taken the pins out, you could have made 2 of these. Oh, and I'm just using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, by the way, all the way around. Sew in a circle. I've never spiked myself with a needle on a sewing machine before, but I have caught my finger underneath this needle clamp, and that can be quite painful. And I'm using quite a small stitch on this. I'm using a 2.2. Normally use a smaller stitch for smaller projects, personally. Right, almost back to the beginning. Stretch that out. And then we'll turn it the right side out. Oh, Lisa, your cats. I did leave a turning gap, Sarah, in the lining, but I'm turning that the right side out now. I think it must be Sarah, I don't know, because before you could hear the bells. When I was plugged directly into my equipment, when I was tethered, you could hear the bells, but oh well, it's not a bad thing. I'm just going to sew that hole closed on the sewing machine. If you're selling these or giving them as gifts, you may want to hand sew that. It's only a couple of inches, so it won't take too long, but I shan't bother with that. Right, and then push the lining inside the bag. And then we'll give it a press. So just press that like that. And all the way around. And then what I'm also going to do is to just fold the top over just a little bit and press that as well. Now you can top stitch this if you want to. I'm not going to with this. It's so small that I don't think it's going to kind of come undone. This isn't necessary. I just thought it was a nice little touch. And there we go. And remember to switch the iron off, Deborah. Mary keeps plasters behind a machine. Sharon, yeah, I've never, it's the same kind of mic system that I've always used. I don't know why this has just started happening. But it just sounded a bit odd when I was recording earlier on. I couldn't hear the sewing machine. I don't mind, I'll get used to it. What we're wondering about from Hobbycraft. Missed that one. Hello, Bernadette. We're making, I shall show you in a second because I've almost finished. Just cold coffee. We're making a bucket of eggs and a bag for it to go in. I'm going to have to use the same ribbon because I don't... Oh, it's on the floor. So that's the little pouch finished. And then there's my bucket for the eggs. And we made the flowers earlier on as well out of felt. So let's pop my eggs in here. There is one on the floor that I need to rescue before the dog gets hold of it. And then that will sit nice and neatly inside my little gift bag. In you go. Nice and snug, so the eggs don't fall out. And then just tie a ribbon around the top. Now, if you're a little bit more adventurous, of course, you could put a hanging loop on this. You could make a little drawstring bag as well. Haven't done that this time because I just wanted to keep this really simple, and that would make even a great little craft for the kids in the school holidays to make as well. And that's that. So maybe a gift tag on there with somebody's name if you've got somebody in mind for this. Oh, Mary, a cream egg would fit in there very easily. You might have to put a little bit of tissue paper around it. The buckets are bigger than a cream egg. So a little bit of tissue in the bottom and your egg on the top. That's a good idea. Anybody had one of those eggs where it's half white and half dark chocolate? Half white and half milk chocolate. Love a cream egg. One of my favourites. Do you just say the ribbon is on the floor? Yeah, the ribbon is on the bin, or as my son would call it, his floordrobe, because that's where most of his clothes end up. The buckets on my website, we sell the buckets in pairs. If we've sold out, which I wouldn't be surprised, we'll get more of those back in stock again. But if you go onto debbieshawsewing.com and put in bucket, you'll find little buckets. They're all white, but I just put the dog in them. Subtitles, huh? But you can spray them. I'm just using enamel spray paint on those. I'm going to do it with my beavers. Going to do what, Jill? A big prize for a half and half egg. Now I've not tried one. They do half and half eggs, don't they? I'm picking off bits of glue now. Okay, I'm done. Yes, Helen, I shall see you on Saturday. I'm glad you like that. It's just something really quick and quite simple and fun and affordable. That's the main thing. So if you've got lots of them to make, not that you've got lots of mothers or anything, but you've got lots of Easter presents to make. But it's a nice little thing for Mother's Day, because you can put maybe, I wonder if a little, what do they call the little bottles of alcohol that you get in an aeroplane? Miniatures. Maybe a miniature would fit in there. Margaret's daughter is 13, sent a picture of a Kinder Egg. We don't do Easter, to be honest. We don't give Easter presents. Maybe for the grandchildren, but not really for the kids. Lorena says it's great to be in a lovely virtual world for a wee while. Thank you, Lorena. That's really nice. Right, so I shall see you again. Don't know what we're doing yet. I'll see you again on Saturday. I'll ask him to order some more of the Big Lewis and Irene bundles. We'll get those back in stock on pre-order. Amanda, the Doll's House kit I was explaining earlier on, I can put back on pre-order, but it's going to be another week or so, because we've got such a backlog of orders. Honestly, the amount of fabric that we're having cut off at the moment is incredible. And I just wanted to get the ones that we're overdue out of the way as soon as we can. So everybody that's ordered should hopefully be getting theirs sent out before Tuesday. But I did explain, if you want me to put some more on pre-order, I can do, but like I said, it might take a week or so, because it has exceeded expected demands, I have to say. Oh, well, thank you, Jean. So I'll see you again on Saturday. Let me just check over here. In fact, I don't know if Kim's home yet. No, she hasn't messaged me as yet. She's in the car at the moment driving, otherwise I'd get her to start placing orders, but she's on her way home. So let's move you over there, and let's go down here, and let's do that, and that'll do. And thanks, Julie. Thanks, Janet. Enjoy the rest of your day too. Thanks, Karen. Leanne, you're going to have a look back. We made buckets for eggs and little bags to put them in. Thank you, Lisa. I shall see you again, hopefully, on Wednesday. On Saturday, because it's Wednesday today. Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. Don't know what we're doing, but I shall see you then. But do enjoy the rest of your week, and thank you for joining me here today. Bye-bye.